Now let's move to the second application of dimensional analysis. So the second one is to check dimensional consistency of an equation, or we can say that we can check whether the given physical equation is correct or not using dimensional analysis. Now this application of dimensional analysis work on the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. According to the principle of homogeneity of dimensions, we mean that a physical equation will be dimensionally correct if the dimensions of all the terms occurring on both the sides of the equation are the same, right? So this principle states that a physical equation will be dimensionally correct if the dimensions of all the terms occurring on both sides of the equation are same. So if on both sides we get same dimensions, then we get the given physical equation is dimensionally correct. This is stated by the principle of homogeneity of dimensions, and we use this principle to check the given equation whether that given physical equation is dimensionally correct or consistent or not. This can be done by checking the dimensions of both sides of the equation. Like first we find the dimensions of left side, then we find the dimensions of right side. If both answers are same, if on both sides we get same dimensions, then we conclude that the given equation is dimensionally correct, or if it is not so, then that equation is not correct, its existence is not possible. So this is the application. Now let's see how this work actually. So for this, consider an example. So in example, I'm going to take an equation. Let it be s is equal to ut plus half at square. Now we want to check whether this equation is dimensionally correct or it is consistent or not. So what we do, we find the dimensions of left side, then we find the dimensions of right side, and then we check whether both the answers are same or not. Okay, so let's see. First, for left side. For left hand side, dimensions of s is the distance. Okay, so the dimension for s is L. Now for right hand side, we have two different terms. So for ut, it will be dimension of u means speed, that is lt minus 1, into dimension of time, that is t. So it will be L. T minus 1 into t plus 1 will give t0, that is L. And for the second term, we have half at square. So for half at square, we get the dimensions. Half has no dimensions, it is a constant. For acceleration, it is lt minus 2, and for t square, it is t2. So on solving this, again we get L. So if we add these two, L plus L, we get again the dimension L. So the final dimension of right hand side will be L, and the dimension for left hand side will also be L. So by checking these two answers, we conclude that as all the terms on both the sides of the equation have same dimensions, so given equation is dimensionally correct. This implies that given equation is dimensionally correct, or we also call it as consistent. Dimensionally consistent. One more example. Let's see the another one. Suppose I have equation half mv square is equal to mgh, right? So for left hand side, I have half mv square. For this, the dimensions will be of mass and square of the velocity, that means lt minus 1 ka square. So LT minus 1 square will give L2 T minus 2. So we get ML2 T minus 2. That is actually the dimensions of energy. For right hand side, if we talk about right hand side, we have mgh, where m is mass, g is acceleration due to gravity. That's why it can be written as LT minus 2, because it is an acceleration. And height is actually distance, so it will be written as L. So by solving this, we get ML2 T minus 2. Now, as we can see that the answer for left hand side and for right hand side is same. So again, this equation is also dimensionally consistent or correct. So in this manner, we can check whether the given equation is dimensionally correct, whether it exists or not, whether it is dimensionally consistent or not. So this is the process or the second application, how we can check the dimensional consistency of any physical equation using dimensional analysis. The main thing that we use here is the principle of homogeneity. According to it, for any physical equation to be dimensionally correct, the dimensions of all the terms occurring on both sides of the equation must be same. So that we use in the second application of dimensional analysis. That's it for the video. The third application we are going to do in the next video. Alright, so stay tuned for that.